Howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2004. We're going to the Dover MBNA Armed Forces Family 400. This is going to be a good one, guys. So, we're going to Dover. It's the final race of the spring portion. We won the Coca-Cola 600. We ousted Tony Stewart at the end in a classic finish. But the summer stretch is coming up, guys. Pocono, Michigan, the Dodge Save Mart 350. That all leads up to the crown jewel of the summer, the Pepsi 400. So, updated point standings. We extended our points lead by 20 points over Rocketman Ryan Newman. But Tony Stewart, I'm telling you guys, this is a very competent championship contender. 62 career wins, 67 career wins, but Jeff Gordon batting at 87 right now. So, it could be a lot of fun. Are you kidding me? No, I didn't even think about this. Wow. I did not even think about this, guys. I'm an idiot. So you know how I've been talking about how we need to be ranked first in earnings? Well, guess who's ranked first in earnings because he won the Winston Million? Rocketman Ryan Newman. You gotta be kidding me. So that means our sponsorship happiness is going to depend solely on our top fives and our ability to qualify on pole. That's not good because we're $1 million behind Rocketman Ryan Newman. So that sucks. Anyways, we're going to have to go out there and just, we're just going to have to go earn it, guys. Just got to go earn it. So we're building some stuff here. Plate car is ready to go. Short track, yep. We ain't got no short tracks for a while, so let's go ahead and work on those. The next short track race, I want to say, is going to be, I want to say Bristol. And Bristol is in August, and we're in May. So that tells you that we got a lot of high-speed racetracks coming up. Anyways, so we're going to Dover. This is, you know, if there's one, I'd say there's two racetracks in this game that are just naturally the most fun to race at. It's Texas and it's Dover. It's just, you wouldn't think that it would be one of the best racetracks, but it certainly is one of the best racetracks. So, anyways, car rating of 81. Let's go to Dover. Alrighty, folks, so we qualified on the pole for Dover. Matt Kenseth's going to be the outside pole sitter. Well, let's go ahead and sit it down trackside, fellas.
Welcome to Delaware for the running of the MBNA Armed Forces Family 400 at Dover International Speedway. Now, Barney, this is one of the tougher tracks that we come to. Why is that?
This place has got high bank concrete corners that can be really tricky for some drivers. You've got to always be thinking ahead in this race and planning your passes well. Otherwise, you may quickly find yourself in the wall.
The McDonald's car will start this race with the all-important points lead.
You know, if I was him, I wouldn't even think about the points. I'd just try to stay focused on getting the best finish I can. After all, consistency is what wins championships.
Pete Nelson is having some trouble in the points this year.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
The 2 car is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
Alrighty, folks, here we go. Matt Kenseth is going to be the outside pole sitter. That beautiful $1 million challenge Ford. So, look, it's Dover. This is a fun track, guys. Like I said, Texas and Dover are the two most fun tracks on this game. It's high speed. It's very competitive. It's not that difficult to perform well here, but it's a good enough challenge to really kind of wrap you into the immersion and just the overall fun of this game. It really is. So here we go. 40 laps, Dover Downs, green, green, green. I still can't believe that Rocketman Ryan Newman has $1 million more in race earnings than us. I never even thought about the All-Star race. So for all this time, I thought the All-Star race meant nothing in terms of how your season's going to perform. I never ever thought once that $1 million there would count to your race total. And if your sponsor objective is about your, you know, your race winnings total, it can affect that. So that's absolutely incredible. So, you know what? I'm glad we actually, we sailed it in there and did everything we could to win that All-Star race, now that I think about it. Because we crashed. We crashed with Earnhardt at the end. It was a really bold move by me, but I'm glad we did whatever it took to try to pass him. So lap 3 out of 40 here. Let's see. Pit stops, probably be lap 18, lap 22, give or take. Dover is just a really fun track. The way the tires wear out, it's fast, it's fun. But for us to keep our sponsor on the hood, so to speak, we're going to have to get a lot better in qualifying. We're going to have to get a lot more poles. Our average starting is like 18th, 17th, so we have to increase that. And we have to pretty much finish top 5 every week. That's pretty much what it is. Until we can find a way to get $1 million more in race earnings than Ryan Newman. And I think about it, and I'm like, what is another big race winnings total in this game? And I think about the crown jewels, you know. I want to say the Pepsi 400 pays a lot. I don't think Darlington pays that much. I don't think the Indy Brickyard race don't pay that much. So my 2 ones that I'm really thinking about that probably would pay a good bit would be Charlotte Fall Race, Daytona in July, and I'm trying to think of another one. I'm trying to think of another one. Because, truth be told, the drivers really don't make their cash from race winnings. Now, obviously, you win the Daytona 500, you make like $1 million, $2 million, whatever, you know. But when it comes to, like, insert generic Sonoma, it's nothing compared to the cost of the actual race car. Your sponsors really are the ones that drive it, and the stuff that comes after the race. You know, you win it, and, you know, the publicity, oh, sponsors want to sign on, TV appearances, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, lap 8 out of 40 here. We're smoking the show here. We're the points leader, though. There's one good thing that we have in kind of our back pocket is, hey, we're the points leader. We're the points leader right now, and if we continue to keep stacking points, it could pay huge dividends in terms of the championship. A little bit of contact there, I believe. So, when do we want to pit here, guys? I don't know. I just want to make sure the 12 does not lead a lap. That's my only thing, is make sure that he does not get a lap led. I want to make sure we keep that as best as we can possibly do. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what my stories were on this game and the experiences I've had with it. I'm trying to think. You know, the first time I remember renting NASCAR Thunder 2003. It was weird because I remember, because, you know, in 2000 you had Blockbuster. For the newer fan out there, Blockbuster was pretty much just a massive video game and movie rental store. Well, I remember going there, and this was probably 2002, probably late 2002 or early 2003, because Thunder 2003 released October, I think, or September 2002. So let's just call it November to January 02 to 03. And I remember renting Thunder 03. And my first memory of that game was to come home, and I put the game in, as we're going to skirt the fence there as our tires were going away. And I remember playing the game, right? And normal. I also remember the first car I ever drove in that game was Kenny Schrader's M&M's Pontiac. And you want to know why? Because, you know, as a kid, that was the car that probably stood out to me, you know? And I feel like that's what a lot of people gravitate to Kyle Busch nowadays. It's because they're like, wow, that's the M&M's car. I love that, you know? I love M&M's. I love candy, whatever. And that's what it kind of gravitated me to want to drive Kenny Schrader's car first. And I remember after that, after I played the game, or I had the game running in the background, I remember, you know, coloring books and stuff like that. But it was just really cool, you know? And the first car I picked in that game was Kenny Schrader's Pontiac. And I want to say it was the color vote car, because, you know, he had like a teal and a pink one or whatever. That was my first memories of that game. And I didn't get Thunder 04 like I mentioned previously in the video until 2014. So I kind of skipped that year. I played Thunder 03 that whole season. Again, I was born in 99, so I was like 3 or 4 at the time. And I got 05. I remember the first time getting 05. And I want to say the first car, and this is what I'm talking about, with paint schemes really sticking out to people. The first car that I remember, I think, driving on Thunder 05, get this, Kevin Harvick's, or not Thunder 05, it was Chase for the Cup. Kevin Harvick's Reese's Busch car. So I'm saying, so the first, time I played Thunder 03, I picked Eminem's car. First time on Chase for the Cup, I picked, whatever, the Reese's car. Because like, oh, it's candy. So my point with all this, guys, and the reason why I want to, kind of put this out there is that with Eminem's leaving the sport, it's really going to be a gap. It really is, because I don't think there's as we're going to skirt the fence again, I don't think there's another sponsor in the sport that connects better with fans than Eminem's. I'm going to be honest with you. I think, Busch, obviously, they connect with adults. Nap Auto Parts, they connect mostly with adults. Little Caesars, kind of, whenever they were in the sport, they connected with everyone. But no sponsor connects better to the younger fan than Eminem's. So I really hope that somehow, some way down the road, we get another big sponsor like that. Pit stops are underway here at Dover. Lap 20 out of 40. Our tires are starting to cook away. We're 6.9 seconds ahead of Matt Kenseth. I think it might be time we bring this thing down pit road. Let's go ahead and get it down pit road, guys. Come on, come on. Get it down pit road. There we go, there we go. All right, we're going to get a little bit of repair work on that car. Make sure we keep that thing in good shape. Knock on wood, hope and pray to God we get a good pit stop, guys. How are y'all doing out there? Make sure to give the video a huge thumbs up if you haven't already. I'm going to get me a swig of my coffee. For those who've tried coffee and they say they don't like it, it's definitely an acquired taste, I will admit. I can drink coffee with creamer. I can drink coffee with, sugar, whatever. I can drink coffee just straight black. It's strong. I used to not be able to handle it, and I'm kind of just gravitated to it. It's bitter, it's strong, but that's the point of it, right? It's like, you want something that tastes so bitter, it tastes like motor oil, that way it wakes you up, I think that's the reason why just straight black coffee is just so strong. It's because that's the point. It's supposed to be so bitter it wakes you up. It's like getting slapped in the face with cold water. Wakes you up. And it's pretty good. Anyway, so the pit stop's underway. Great job to the team. Whoa, Nelly. Can we cap off the spring portion of the schedule with back-to-back wins here? Dover, one of our best racetracks. If you've been a long-time fan of this playthrough, if you've been watching the seasons, I want to say personally, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. If you remember back in the season on this playthrough, I think it was 04, 05, when I had the lead out front. Again, our car wasn't fully upgraded to the point where it is now. And it was like 5 laps to go, and we were battling between lap down cars, trying to get around them. But our car was in... The tires were just going away on it, right? Sliding around like crazy as you're going to resume the lead here. Car was sliding around like crazy. I mean, that was one of the craziest finishes ever, because we were, like right now we are right now, we were battling, trying to get around lap down cars. The car was just drifting around the whole racetrack. Again, poor upgrades in the car. Anyways, it was like 4 laps to go. Ryan Newman runs us down. Ooh, big hit there. That's not good. And we get stuck behind, I want to say Hermie Sadler. Could be mistaken on that. We get stuck behind him. And Ryan Newman gets around us. I tell you what, during that like final 10 laps of that race, I have never driven a car harder in a NASCAR video game in the 20 years that I've played these things, guys. I've never driven a car harder than I did in that race. I had to drive that car so perfectly on edge just to keep that thing from spinning out. I have no idea how I was able to do it. But that thing was wicked loose. And it reminds me to another heartbreaking finish because we lost that one to Ryan Newman. That kind of jump-started our rivalry between me and Ryan Newman. But I go back, I think it was the 05 race, the night race. These happened both at the night race at Bristol or Dover because the game's glitched and has a night race at Dover instead of a fall day race. Anyways, so the 05 race, we're out front having a jolly good time. I have no idea how this happened. I believe we pitted halfway like we did now, lap 20 or so in the 05 fall race. And we're running, it's like lap 35. I start noticing we're running out of gas. Gas is getting low. I'm sitting here thinking, I've pitted this time multiple times before. No problem, right? You know, I've ran Dover, it's fine. You know, we pit the halfway point, you're good on fuel. I started to notice we're short on gas. Sure enough, on the final lap, or the come into the final lap, we're like feathering every little drop of gas. The lead is 2.7 seconds to Harvick, by the way. We run out of gas. I think it was on the back straightaway, right where we're at. And you know who wins that race? Mark Martin. Passes us. Wins that Dover race. Oh, I was crushed. And it's crazy to think, you know, you run hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of races on this game. And you win a good bit of them, right? But it's the ones that get away that you really remember. And those two, oh my gosh, man. I still wish I could have won those races. You're probably like, oh, it's a video game, big deal. But that's how much passion I put into this game. I love this game so much, man. I love the Thunder games. They're just so much fun to me. People say the games are quirky, they got bugs. I think these games are perfect in my eyes. And that's not nostalgia talking. I just genuinely enjoy these games so much. It's like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I don't care what people say about the graphics. I love that game with all my heart. Oh, contact with David Green there. But there was 2 times that I lost at Dover when I really should have won. And I go back and I kept thinking what I could have done different. There was nothing I could have done, right? And there was a stretch of years we tried so hard to win at Dover, and I don't think it was till 2008 or 2009 where we finally got our first victory at Dover. Maybe it was 07, but anyways, it was like 4 or 5 seasons we were so good at Dover, and just something stupid would happen. Bad pit stop, bad qualifying, run out of gas, horrible tires at the end of the race. Just something stupid would happen and take us out. Whoa! Car's real loose there. So anyways, lap 35 at 40. It has been an absolute clinic here at Dover. Just sheer domination. And Buffet Racing South looking to go back-to-back if we can hold off Kevin Harvick here. Not sure where he's at. I think he's behind those 5 cars behind us here. Anyways, yeah, it's 1.3 seconds back. He is gaining on us, so we got to turn it up here, guys. We gotta boot, scoot, and boogie around these cats. Look, if Bozo McGee don't get out of my way, he's about to eat a catch fence. And this is exactly what happened to me in that 04 Dover race. I had Ryan Newman closing in on me with 5 laps to go. But Grant, the car right now is handling perfectly almost. I mean, it's handling really good. I mean, nothing compared to how bad that 04 car was. But had cars ahead of me, and the thing was just drifting up the racetrack. I'd probably say twice as bad, if not 3 times as bad as what we have right now. Harvick is gaining on us, guys. So we really gotta hold him off here. We need this win. This would be huge for our season. Oh, lap down cars. I'm telling you, man. Dover is a expletive when it comes to lap down cars. Now, I'll be dog if Harvick wins this race. I will crash Harvick before he wins this race. If you don't know, me and Harvick have a rivalry in this game. We've had our run-ins throughout the years, and I do not want to see him win this race. He's cost me a win before. I don't want him winning this one. I like it how you play 10-something seasons on this game, and you get so many freaking rivalries, and you build storylines between other drivers. That's why this game is the GOAT, man. It's the freaking GOAT. And you don't forget your run-ins with them, man. It's like, oh, you cost me that race at that time. You did this and that. That's why this That's why I try to do this playthrough different than everyone else, man. All right, full throttle it, block as much as you can. Coming off turn 4, it's going to be back-to-back for the 82 camp. Huge win at Dover. There we go. Sweet. That's a little bit more points gained on Rocket Man Ryan Newman. Big win. Big win here at Dover. And now, that is the end of the spring portion of the 2011 schedule. We'll be kicking off the 2011 summer stretch. Pocono, Michigan, Sonoma, and then the big crown jewel at Daytona. Lots of great Winston Cup racing going on. But we're the points leader, and we gained a little bit more points. We just absolutely obliterated the field here. I don't even know where Ryan Newman was in the pit sequence. I hope he didn't lead a lap there. I completely forgot about where that 12 car was during the pit sequence. You know, all these fans, they freaking bought tickets all the way around this racetrack. We might as well do a little bit of some burnouts over here. Let's do something unique. Let's do a burnout over here for these guys. And it's a shame these grandstands that are in 3 and 4, I want to say like half of them are either gone or they're tarps now with sponsor placements. But it's crazy to think that a track like Dover, and let me tell you, a lot of sports games, they make all the grandstands full, right? To make them look, you know, more, just make them look better, right? If you go back and watch like a 2002 Dover race, like go back and watch the spring Dover race from '02. Let me tell you, those grandstands are packed, yo. Packed. You know who wins that race? Jimmy Johnson. So I'm saying, man, it was a different animal back in those years. Burn it down. Up. Well, we're out of gas, fellas. Oh boy. Well, that was fun. Well, victory lane here. Another win for Buffet Racing South, and you know what? We've won the last 2 championships, right? We won the '09 championship. We won the 2010 champ. I'm trying to win the 2011 one. This game is just so much fun. And you know what I love about it is, like, in a lot of other playthroughs, once you get to like their 3rd or 4th season, they obliterate, win it by 500 points, and then they stop playing it. Every single season I've done on this game, it seems like the championship comes down to a handful of points. And that's what I love about this game, is that the game, it organically produces a tough championship battle, and that's what I love about it. It's just, it creates so much storylines. So, pretty clean race there. Look at the race winnings, 168K. So if we win like 9 more races, we should be able to eclipse Rocket Man Ryan Newman. But absolute clinic. 36 out of 40. I mean, let's just be honest. That is a championship caliber win right there. Whether that's going to mean anything, who knows? We might blow an engine the next 5 races. Got to stay humble on that one. Harvick doesn't lead a lap. Newman doesn't lead a lap. So that's another 20 points we gained on Ryan Newman. But the bigger storyline could be Tony Stewart. We gained about 38 points there. Even more on Dale Jr. And a good margin on Jeff Gordon. I got to give some props to this 41 car. You know, go back to, what was it, Martinsville, I think it was. That cat was running top 5 at one point. He had a great run there. Qualified 10th, finishes 13th. Ganassi, I'm telling you, man, they needed that. That 41 car really standing strong for Casey Mears, his replacement, so to speak. Through the field, here we go. Let's see. Nothing really stands out here. Craven had a DNF. That sucks. Clayton Kennedy and Stanton Barrett. Going to be the bottom of the barrel here, guys, from the Dover 400. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Upload these every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time each week. So if you want to see more Thunder content, if you're one of those people that love the Thunder games, right, and you notice a lot of people don't really play these games anymore, we're playing them on the channel, guys. So make sure to stick around, hit subscribe, and notification bell for more. And if you know what to do, guys. If y'all have heard it plenty of times, I'm sure. If you ever want to get free shipping on stuff for NASCAR Diecast, t-shirts, all that good stuff, promo code down below, guys. Make sure to go check it out. Use it at checkout, Circle B Diecast, code Diecastbuffet. Any orders $20 or more, you get free shipping. That's what I do every time I get new NASCAR Diecast. I haven't had to worry about shipping for a long time. That's what's really cool. But I think the most interesting car in the field is probably that 22 car, because it's so weird seeing the 22 have a Chevrolet body. I mean, for forever it seems like it's always a Ford, Dodge, or Ford or a Dodge. Maybe in a few years for a Toyota throughout NASCAR history. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're having a great day out there, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. The summer stretch is on. Who's going to win this championship? It's going to be a fun one. Diecastbuffet, signing off.